All right, guys, it's Tuesday, and what is Tuesday's car? It is the Gt-R. Woohoo! Where do I start? Well, first off, let's talk about what Elise and I were just talking about before we pressed the play button on the camera. And that's, I've had over 10 people in the past 20 minutes just go crazy over the Gt-R. People just love this thing. They're just such big fans. They absolutely just love the car, and I don't blame him. This Gt-R looks freaking awesome. I love it, man. I love it. And the sounds it makes, it's just a lot of fun. So this Gt-R is going on Cars and Bids Wednesday, and the whole process to list on Cars and Bids was a little wild. It was a little dramatic, unnecessarily dramatic. They ask you for so many questions. They ask for so many pictures, but it's pretty cool though, because they kind of like encouraged me and forced me to look at some of the things in the car that I haven't looked at before. Like, one of the Cars and Bid guys was like, you know, pull back your carpeting and look to see if you actually have the Nismo ECU. And I never checked for that, and I did. And I do have the Nismo ECU, which is pretty dope. And it kind of makes sense because this feels so much faster than what a stock car feels naturally, no? It just feels so good. So, I love this car, and I love it because when I met Elise, I had a GTS-T, and we had a lot of good memories. Like, we had a lot of good memories. And so later on in life, I wanted to get a Gt-R because it was just one of my goals, and I got it. And I've actually really enjoyed the car. Like, it's fun. You know, I did almost everything you would want to do as an owner. Like, I put on the Olin suspension. I tested all the exhausts. You know, we got all the Nismo tidbits. You know, the Apexy intake kit. And it's just a really fun car. I mean, it's stock, but it's a Gt-R, and it just feels very special. It's a very special car. And honestly, if like I had a big old house and a big old warehouse and unlimited money, you know, I probably would keep it. But, you know, it's a lot of cars. I think 3 is like the golden number. And but it's been a little hard selling this car. And the reason why is because everybody's excited about the R34. Everybody wants the R34. It is literally the #1 trending automotive thing right now. Everyone wants the R34 Gt-R. But little do people know, and it's kind of crazy though, because, you know, a lot of people just don't know stuff, and it's okay. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't know a lot about a lot of things. But a lot of people don't know that the R33 and the R34 are pretty darn similar. Now, the R34 looks better to almost everyone. I mean, I think they both look amazing, but as far as like the mechanics goes, I mean, a transmission is the only different thing pretty much. So I really think R33s are a great value. They're just a great bang for the buck. I mean, the RB26 is a special engine. It's a 2.6 liter. It's not very big, but it loves the rev. It revs up to 8,000 RPMs. I mean, this is a fun car. I would just say that at the end of the day, you know, I would just say that, you know, like the one I have has, you know, high miles. It's got 120,000 miles, but it's got a lot of maintenance done. A lot of the maintenance has been kept up. You know, the AC compressor just seized up. That sucked. And parts are expensive for this car. So I will be honest about that. Parts are expensive for the car. And sometimes, you know, the people looking for these cars, they're not very mature. You know, like I've been selling this car and I get a lot of these young guys and they're just annoying, honestly. So, you know, sometimes it draws in the wrong crowd. But besides that, the actual Gt-R, the Japanese supercar that they built, it's a very special historic car. And I've just been very grateful to own it. And so for Tuesday's car, we're just happy that part of our car collection, the R33 Gt-R, is a gray car.